For years, radio has remained the most trusted source of information, news, storytelling, broadcast medium for billions of people around the world. But the growth of artificial intelligence has elevated this medium to new heights. And as we celebrate this World Radio Day, how can AI strengthen radio without replacing the human voice and use it ethically to build listeners' trust? Well, in studio with us, we've got Lydia Mtshali. She's the manager of SABC Radio Marketing. Lydia, so good to have you. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Leanne. It's so wonderful to be here this morning.
I mean, I look back over time and you sort of see radio from the origins of a crackling wartime bulletin in the 1920s to transistor radios carried across villages to, radios on our cars and dashboards and you name it, with little bunny ears.
Yes.
And yet it still remains.
It still
there.
Remains.
What do you believe is the strength of radio?
You know what, honestly, I think the strength of radio is definitely that human element and the human connection that radio brings, you know. The presenters and the personalities that are the voice of so many millions of people around the country. Those are the credible voices that our people in South Africa, you know, yearn to listen to every single day. They wake up, you know, 6 in the morning, sometimes graveyard shift to listen to their favorite personalities. So I honestly think the strength of radio, you know, remains with the voices behind the mic.
Yeah, it does. And the thing is that, I mean, when we focus a little bit on SABC News' radio stations, I mean, having a look and seeing 19 radio stations.
Absolutely.
Broadcasting to all the 12 official languages.
Yes.
You know, this is not an easy task, and sometimes radio is the only form of information that people get every single day, and it's the SABC that gives them that information. And people, I don't think, the people that are connected with devices and digital things and this, that, and the next, understand that is still the only way that people can get information.
No, that's absolutely correct. You know, I mean, but with this technology, especially here at the SABC, we still now have radio in our hand through the medium of SABC Plus. So even if you don't have the old Mzansi wireless, as some of us call it, we still have the power of SABC Plus in our hand, where we can listen to all our radio stations in all our 11 official languages. So I think that's really the power of radio. Even people in remote areas have got access to radio. It doesn't matter whether they've got a small little, you know, wireless radio, or it's in their car, or like you say, you know, we've got access through radio to millions, 27 million listeners, in fact, through our SABC radio
across
stations.
Our 19 stations. That's huge. That is huge. Okay, so let's now focus on AI, because, you know, AI is a disruptor everywhere, and we know this. It's nothing new. But let's talk about the embracing and using AI to strengthen radio. Help us understand how that's being done.
Okay, so first of all, AI has come in and it's really taken the world by storm. And us as, you know, radio practitioners are using it in an ethical way, you know, to give out information credibly, and making sure that the information that we do give out is not false, but is absolutely honest and true and ethical. So with us, with AI, obviously it helps us with, you know, content, you know, creating content, and even things like, you know, paying homage to our legends, you know, some who may have passed. We can actually use AI to kind of bring them back to life, you know, to continue their legacy through the fantastic medium of AI. However, we must always remember that AI is the tool and not the voice. So we must remember that that human connection is what remains the power of radio.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I just want to get to understand you better by saying using AI to basically help and bring credibility to radio. How do you do that? What are you actually using it for? Creating content and things like that. How do you use AI to do that?
So for us, I would say, okay, we've got our voices behind the mics, which are the credible voices which we have. But we use AI to amplify that. So we still have the voices behind the mic that are credible, but AI amplifies that. So we want to obviously keep up with the times, and AI helps us to do that in making things more futuristic, but still relevant to our listeners.
Okay, I mean, I suppose it's an interesting look at it, and I mean, I have seen some of these incredible people using AI for real-time translating.
Yes.
So, into different languages.
Yes.
So, I mean, I would be speaking English to you right now,
Yes.
as we are now, but
Yes.
somebody, wherever they're sitting, they're not
Behind the
understanding
scenes.
us.
Yes.
They just get it translated through AI into their mother tongue. Now,
Yes.
that is something that, is a very powerful means that could also be used in television.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, with the 11 official languages, like we say, AI is one of those tools that can definitely help us reach more audiences because of the real-time, transformation of voice through AI. So with our stations, we are, slowly and surely implementing that to make sure that we do get the value out of AI. As time goes on.
Yeah, very, very important. I mean, there's quite a big move, which is exciting about AI's potential, but its efficiency, its broader reach, language inclusivity, better audience engagement. How do we get the audience more engaged with the use of AI?
Well, first of all, I would say let us use our voices to educate our listeners about the value of AI, excuse me, and make them understand that it is a tool that we can use for credible information.
Yeah.
It is a tool that we can use to amplify the medium and also amplify the different things that we use AI for, but always remembering that we mustn't use AI for the wrong reasons. There's a lot of things that are going on around us in the world where you're getting untrue and fake facts from a credible person like a president, excuse me, or, really, really prominent person. But the message is actually not correct because AI is being used in the wrong way.
Yeah.
So I think from our side, we can use AI to actually educate, inform and entertain, which is obviously part of our radio mandate as well, to use AI credibly.
Do we disclose to the listener that this is AI?
We should,
We must.
We
We absolutely
absolutely
have
should
to.
because we need to be that voice to allow our listeners to know that, listen, what we are saying is 100% true, it's factual, and it's the honest truth.
Yeah, amazing. But listen, it's a very fascinating conversation and one that we need to even get our heads around a little bit more because,
Yes.
it's something that is happening. It's not going to happen. It is happening.
Yes.
So we need to educate ourselves more. Lydia, but
Absolutely.
happy World Radio Day.
Thank
It's
you.
a big one. It's a
It
very
really,
big one
really
here at the
is.
SABC.
Happy World Radio Day to you too.
Yeah,
And
I
today
know.
we are celebrating the power of human connection.
Yeah.
Because of course AI is the tool, but radio will always remain the voice.
Fantastic. Lydia Mtshali, manager at SABC Radio Marketing, talking to us about World Radio Day. Let's take a break. We'll see you after this.